The first card you have, your past, is the Queen of Swords. Yes. So this queen is the most, she's been through the most, more than any other queen. She's, sometimes people see her as a widow. She's someone who, she's very kind, but she's lived. She's been through a lot of difficult things. She's earned her knowledge. She's earned her right to sit on that throne. She's there. She has her sword up. She doesn't take any nonsense from anyone. So she's sitting there, and she's kind of wise, but kind, but not taking any rubbish from anyone. I'm repeating myself, I know, but yes, I'm actually seeing someone in this card who, yes, they care for you, or they did at this time. I think they probably still do. They loved you, but they missed you as well. This person was angry, but they missed you. That's what I'm seeing. This person really, really missed you. They really, really loved you as well. But they were so angry with you, they were so upset with you, that they just didn't want to see you. That's what I'm seeing. I know that sounds really harsh. I'm not saying this is because you did anything wrong. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. I don't know, but that's how this person was feeling about you. Now, I'm not sure if you tried to approach this person after all of this happened, or if you were thinking about approaching this person, but they had their guard up. They had their sword up like this queen. And yes, again, they loved you. They still do. They missed you at this time. They were very, very confused. They're very hurt. They're very upset. They were trying to deal with this kind of conflicting combination of love, hurt, and anger, and all of these things all together. And it was just too much for them. They just couldn't cope with talking to you. They couldn't cope with any of this. So they were by themselves. They might have kind of stopped talking to you for a while. I'm seeing that, I don't know if you're going to come forward and speak to them, or if you're not. I'm seeing that you were probably thinking of that at that time, because you were so used to speaking to them all the time. You were so used to having them around you that it was a real loss not having them there. You're really seeing a gap with them not being there. If you do want to talk to them, I'm seeing that you have to think very, very carefully about why they might be feeling this way. You need to really be thinking about what their side of the story is. Now, it might be that you feel that you haven't done anything wrong, and they're angry with you and you don't understand why that is. Of course, that might be how you're feeling. But if you do want to get toward this person, if you do want to talk to them again, you are going to have to try and see their side. Now, they're probably also going to have to try and see your side. But I am seeing at this time that you are the one that, yes, they feel, they miss you, they love you and all of that. But you're the one that's really thinking of approaching them. You're the one that's thinking about this. So if this is what you want to do, you're going to have to see their side of things, or at least try to. At least, think about, why would they be like that? Why would they feel like that? At least, try to think about why that was. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your past, is the Seven of Wands. So I'm seeing in this card that you either did try to speak to them and they didn't get back to you or something like that. Maybe they didn't reply to your text. Maybe they didn't answer the phone, something like that. I'm seeing that you either tried or you did really want to try. There was some effort that you did make to try. It was a small effort though. I don't think maybe you left a message, or maybe you texted them and then just left it. Maybe the text that you left wasn't what this person was hoping for. What I mean by that is, you might have felt that you didn't really do anything much. So you might have texted them and you might have said something like, "Hey, I hope you're okay." And they might have read that and thought, "Hey, I hope you're okay. What's that about? You're supposed to be saying, 'I'm so sorry, I hurt you and I did all of this.'" And they might have seen that text and thought, "What's that? That's not enough. I'm so upset." And you're just acting like nothing's happened. So there's still this kind of misunderstanding going on between you. That's what I'm seeing. There's a lot of stress around you at this time, or there was at this time. A lot of stress in love with this person and what was going on. But I'm also seeing there was a lot of stress going on in your work life. this is horrible. I'm seeing so much going on around you. You've been going through a lot. I'm seeing that you could have even been fighting for your job as well, or you felt that you might have been accused in some way in your job. So you're being accused of everything, everywhere. It's terrible. I'm not seeing you losing your job or anything as dramatic as that, but you might, this is a horrible feeling. So this experience and this horrible thing that you're going through in your job, I'm seeing that it probably left you with a very bitter taste. I can understand why. You might have even been starting to look for something else, or thinking about moving on from your job, or thinking about what's next, what can I do next? The last card you passed, is the Page of Pentacles. Yes, there was something else. There was something apart from your normal job that you really wanted to do. You wanted to pursue this. Now, this is something you've been thinking for a long, long time, and you haven't actually you haven't actually been able to work out how you would be able to do this. And I think you were kind of in your job and you were getting paid and it was fine and it was stable and there was no problem. So you just kind of kept going on with that. And you didn't really, this other thing you wanted to do was kind of up there somewhere in the sky, and you're kind of thinking, yes, I'll do that sometime, but at the moment I'll just keep on going on with my life and plod along. Now, what I'm seeing is this problem you had in your work, while it's terrible, it left a bitter taste in your mouth, it was upsetting. It's not good being accused of things, I know that. It's not good going through work turmoil and feeling as if you're not appreciated, but the universe might have been giving you that feeling, that horrible feeling, to push you into doing this thing, pursuing this thing that you really, really want to do. Now look at this thing, look at this page. He's looking up to this coin. It's a beautiful gold coin. This is a beautiful golden opportunity. This is something that you really, really want to do. This is your true calling. This sounds a bit corny, I know. It sounds really kind of cringy. But this is what you really do want to do. You see this thing, you look up to this thing, you think it's this beautiful golden thing. You might be thinking it's a little bit out of reach. This page is looking up to this coin, of course. He wants it, he's lovingly looking at it, but he's a bit afraid. It's on the tips of his fingers. He's afraid that he might drop it, or it might not go well, or something will go wrong. So yes, this negative thing happened to you in your work to force you to think about doing this thing that you really, truly want to do. If this resonates with you, please think about this seriously. Don't be afraid. You are capable of doing this. Don't just fall back into your old ways and think, well, I'll just stay in this job, it's okay. Or, oh, I'll just go look for another job. That's fine if that's what you want to do, but it isn't really fine. I'm saying it's fine, but it's not really fine, because while you're sitting around and the days are going on and time's ticking away and the years go by, and then you're in that job for years and years and years, you could have been pursuing this opportunity. And one day you'll look back and you'll say, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? Please pursue this. That's what I'm seeing if you haven't already started, because I know this is in your past. The first card you have for your present is Justice. So the Justice card can be about balance, and I'm seeing that you do have a need for balance in your life at this time. You are kind of thinking a little bit about, it's a little bit like, you're thinking that, okay, I would like to go, I have my job, it's okay, I'm not happy there, I'm not being treated well, but, I'm getting this salary, it's all right, I'm getting the money, and this is stability for me, this represents stability for me. I have this new thing I'd love to do. It's fantastic, I'm in love with this thing that I want to do. But I'm really afraid, because I don't want to jump out of this security and into this new thing, into the unknown. I don't want to leap into the unknown. This is really terrible. So what you're thinking of, you're thinking in terms of polarity. You're thinking opposites. You're thinking, I either have to do this one thing or the other thing. I don't want to stay where I am. I'm not happy there. But I'm also scared about pursuing this new thing because I'm jumping into the unknown. Now, you don't have to think like that. It isn't right or wrong. It's not good or bad. It's not one or the other. You can stay where you are. You're in a perfect position. You can stay where you are. You can earn the salary that you're earning. You can be there, and you can also research this new thing, pursue this new thing while you're still in this other job. So take your time, one step at a time, research things, do things, call people, work out how you can do this, start building up. If this is a business, if this is something else you want to do, if this is another career, you might need to study to do this. I was seeing that in the Page of Pentacles again. Start studying. What if it's just one class? What if it's just part-time? It's something leading you toward where you want to go. What if it's a business? You can start doing a bit of it on the side. You can start building that up on the side, and when you get enough money, when it's more than your salary, then you can stop that. A lot of people do things like that. A lot of people want to do things, for example, this might be not what you want to do, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. A lot of people have their regular jobs and they do YouTube on the side, and they wait until the YouTube money is, equivalent to their job, and then they leave. You could do that. It doesn't mean you have to jump from one thing into the other thing. You could gradually build up one thing while staying where you are. That's what I'm seeing there with the Justice card. Finding balance, not worrying about one to the other. The next card you have here present is the World. So yes, again, this card can be about ending one thing and starting a whole new thing. And it's not either or. You can kind of evolve into the new thing. The world revolves around slowly in a year. You could slowly evolve yourself into this new thing. You don't have to jump right into it. The other thing I'm seeing with this card is that sometimes with the World, I can see a feeling of completion, a feeling of being complete. I'm seeing that this person in the Queen of Swords does not feel complete unless they're with you. That's what I'm seeing. Now, again, I was seeing this back in the Queen of Swords. They love you. They miss you. They're still angry with you, but they don't feel complete unless they're around you. Now, I don't know if this is the way you feel, this is the way they feel. I know that you do miss them because I can see that you have either tried to contact them or you're thinking about contacting them. So that, to me, that means that you are interested in speaking with them again, at the very least. So you're going around the world in your way, they're going around the world in their way. You are going to catch up eventually. You are going to get together with them eventually. I can see that. You have to. They feel incomplete without you. You don't feel right without them. I'm seeing you had a gap without them, you felt. So eventually you will come together again. I am seeing eventually. The last card you have, your present, is the Hermit. So yes, before you do get together with this person, you're going to have to think very deeply. This is the same thing I'm seeing in the Queen of Swords. You're going to have to think very deeply about what they were going through, why they felt so angry, why they had such a reaction to whatever this was. They're also going to have to think from your side. They're going to be going along their path with their torch, lighting the way, walking along, thinking, contemplating about what you did, what you were feeling, what led you to do whatever you did that made them feel that way, whatever happened. So you have to think from their point of view, they have to think from your point of view. You're both going along your paths at this time. Eventually they're not going to be as angry as they mellow out, as time goes on, as they think. And eventually your paths are going to cross. Your stars, representing hope again in this little lantern that this hermit's carrying along, are going to get together again. You are going to meet again. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is Temperance. Yes, again, same thing. You're eventually going to come together again. This is the card of alchemy. Alchemy means making something better out of something you already have. Or it could be about, making a new, better thing or a situation out of an old situation, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to grow together slowly, but you are going to grow together again. I'm sensing that this person, yes, I'm seeing something repeating itself again. I'm seeing what happened probably was, this might give you some insight into what this is, if this resonates, I don't know, but I'm just seeing this. They felt that they've been there before with you. Maybe they felt that they've forgiven you for something before, and this was like the same thing repeating itself again. Now, I'm actually seeing there's a misunderstanding here, because this is a total different situation than what happened last time to make what made them upset last time, if I'm making sense. But they didn't see it that way, or it gave them the same feeling that they felt last time. They were reminded of that, and it made them really angry and upset. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope it does. If it resonates, it probably does. If it doesn't resonate, then it probably won't make sense to you. But yes, this is how they felt. It kind of triggered off a feeling of something that had happened between you in your past. So that's what made them kind of doubly upset, because they kind of felt like they'd been through something like this with you before, and then they found themselves going through this again. But yes, you are going to get together with this person again. You're going to grow together again. I'm seeing growth together again. There's also passion here with this angel's beautiful red wings. So you are going to find passion with one another again, I'm seeing. The next card you have for your future is the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, settling. This is about stability. Things are going to settle between you. Things are going to become a lot more stable between you. I'm also seeing that, there could be some news coming to you. This could be about a pregnancy. It could be about, this is welcome news. This is something happy news. This is something that's coming. This is news that's coming into you. It's probably coming into you about a friend. This is a friend that was hoping for a pregnancy for a long, long time, and it didn't happen for them. And then it's coming in for them. This is really fantastic. So it's really welcome, unexpected news, really, really happy news. This is really beautiful. This card, I'm seeing that this is going to be a time of rest, a time of nurturing, a time of settling as well. I'm also seeing that this is a time of support for you. Someone's going to come in. They're going to kind of be almost like a mentor for you. They're going to come in with some advice. They might even come in with some financial support for you to help you. This is to help you in this goal that you wanted in the Page of Pentacles. This is going to help you to see clearly, to see a clear path in front of you to where you want to go with this. Don't be too proud to accept this help, because I'm seeing that this help comes with, it might come with financial help, because I am seeing, obviously this is coins, this is pentacles. It's going to come with someone who has a lot of experience. They're going to be like a big rock. They're a big stable rock. They're going to help you with what to do. They're going to help you to sort out what you need to do, put one step in front of the other to get to where you want to go. Yes, this is someone who's really, really going to offer you some really, really genuine good help. Please accept this offer. I'm not seeing there are any strings attached to this or any problems. So I think you should say yes to this. This is going to really help you to kind of move forward with this. The last card you have for your future is the Seven of Cups. So again, please accept this offer, because at this time I'm seeing that you are going to be very confused. You're going to want to pursue this. You're not going to know which path to take. You're not going to know where to go. You're kind of in the dark at this time, thinking, oh, I really want to do this, but should I do this or should I do that? Should I pay someone to do this for me? Should I get someone to sort this side out for me? Should I get legal advice? Should I do this? Should I do... It could be very confusing for you. This man's left in the dark. He has all these choices in front of him in this card. If you accept this offer of this mentorship, that might even come with some financial help, some help towards studying even. This person's going to give you a lot of advice. You won't be in the dark anymore if you accept this person's advice. They're going to be there for you. Please accept this. Please accept this. Sagittarius, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment. Again, thank you so much for being patient with me, for being so late with this.